Members of the White House staff protested against their own president. We are congressional staffers on Capitol Hill also. Also, these people did. And we are no longer comfortable staying silent.
And I want to connect this to something else that happened on Real Time, because one of the things we started talking about later in the show was how there are a bunch of staffers at the White House who are not happy with Joe Biden's policy as it pertains to Israel and Gaza, and they're protesting. Well, take a look.
A couple of weeks ago, members of the White House staff protested against their own president. We are congressional staffers on Capitol Hill also. Also, these people did. And we are no longer comfortable staying silent. Well, you're staffers. You're supposed to say silent. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you fire them.
My boss is doing a job, and I thought I'd go public with it. I mean, this is hundreds of people in Biden's staff and on congressional Democrat staff who are publicly going against them because they're not supporting Hamas enough.
You fire them, period. You fire all of them. That's it. It's not up for debate. If you had 5 staffers standing outside saying Bill Maher's the devil, what are you going to do? You're going to fire them, right? Of course you're going to fire them. It's as simple as that. You fire these people, but the inmates are running the asylum.
Yes, you fire these. If I could agree with that guy, we got to play more clips of that guy. He's good. Yes, you fire them. You see how this is connected to what I was just talking about and what Tucker was talking about. In a city where nothing works, we don't have rules anymore, right? You jump the turnstile, you break the laws, we'll selectively decide who we're going to prosecute and everything else. And then at the federal government level, these staffers, they're hired to do the job of the administration. You vote for the president, you vote for Congress and the Senate, right? Your representatives and the senators. If the staffers don't like what they're doing, you fire them, that's it. But we are watching the collapse of all of our systems. And the real question is not what happens during the collapse. We're in the midst of the collapse right now. The question is what happens after the collapse. And as Tucker's pointing out, that's when the fascists show up. That's when Gavin Newsom shows up and he uses the power of the corporations with the power of the government to put in the most authoritarian, say 15-minute cities, whatever it might be, say a social credit system, because people will beg for the control at that point. They will be like, oh my God, everywhere I go, there's a chance of being raped or murdered. I guess I will take all of that authoritarian control.